hurdles. There is Ayden Owens-Delerme. He will be out in lane number 6 with Caleb Dean of Texas Tech on his inside, which is a fortunate lane draw for the Red Raider. Might help him get an automatic qualifying spot.
Well, in the events that make him such a tough competitor in the decathlon, the 400, he's an outstanding 400-meter runner. He's a really good 1,500-meter runner. They translate very well over to the 400-meter hurdles. This is just a race of guts, and he's got guts to give.
Cleanly away this time. Delerme will be out in lane 6, as I mentioned. Off to a little bit of a slow start here, which we did not see in Baton Rouge 3.5 weeks ago. Caleb Dean right there, even with him. Temperatures dropped down into the lower 80s, which is helpful, and the breeze has stayed down. Dean now taking the lead on hurdle number 7. And on the outside, that is Caleb Kavanaugh of Georgia making a race of it. And Delerme does not seem to have an answer here. It's going to be Dean and Kavanaugh with the automatic qualifying spots. Delerme goes well off of the 10th hurdle and may have run fast enough to get a time qualifier, but we still have one semifinal heat remaining for him to wait through, and it's just not the Ayden Owens-Delerme we saw in Baton Rouge, that's for certain.
Well, it's tough, Dwight, because we've only seen him run 2 400-meter hurdle races. We haven't seen him in any kind of distress. We haven't seen him get out of his stride pattern. And here we are at the championship. You see him, he makes a really good comeback at the end, but he's out of the race by that time. Caleb Dean ran a phenomenal race up front. Got a little wild on that 10th hurdle, but he was able to close very strongly. And the Texas Tech Raiders, he takes a step into the other lane, but did not impede anybody and did not improve his own position. So not a foul.
So it just so happens that Ayden Owens-Delerme with that finish is the bubble. 49.82. As long as third place in the next semifinal does not run faster than that, Owens will get into the final. He'll have a lousy lane draw, but that probably doesn't matter to him. In 2 more days, he may be a completely different athlete. You can see he's not in some distress. Caleb Dean winning it, getting into the final in both hurdle races, and Caleb Kavanaugh of Georgia helping the Bulldogs with the 2nd place finish.